I've been on time with my live streams lately, haven't I? Yes, I have. I've been on time. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you? Okay. How are you guys this afternoon? Yes, it is beautiful. It is beautiful outside. Indeed, indeed, indeed it is. I just had to put the volume up, make sure you guys can hear me. Had to make sure you guys can hear me. So how have y'all been? Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Well, actually, good evening, because it's 6 o'clock in the evening, so good evening, good evening, good evening. I know y'all may be saying, is she still fasting? Yes, I'm still on my fast. Yes, I am. I'm still on my fast. Yes, I am. My Pentecostal fast, that is. And the only reason why I say that, guys, is because, see, I fast one day out of every week. You know, I fast one day out of every week. So I do that throughout the year, you know. However, during this time of the year, there are other religions that do like a what is it, a 90-day or a 60-day fast. And like I said to you guys before, folks, one of those religions happen to be the Muslim religion that does Ramadan right now. But you know, like I say, I'm not Muslim, but I respect that religion. But I fast throughout the year. I fast throughout the year. So it, you know, for me, you know, I fast throughout the year. So it doesn't really matter um, what day I'm fasting, because I fast throughout the year. So, and I fast one day out of every week throughout the year. So yeah, so I'm literally always fasting. Hello, 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 J.E. Let me see if I can see this. Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Please do like and subscribe. Please do like and subscribe. I know my regular subscribers are going to be on in about another 5 to 10 minutes, but I like to hear from my new subscribers as well. So please do subscribe. Please do subscribe. Learn about my channel. See what my channel is about. What I am about. Check it out. Check it out. Hello. All right, I gotta say hi. I'm saying hi to everybody. I will get you one at a time, but as you can see, I'm driving, but I am gonna get you one at a time. Jethro Waters, hello. I'm doing great. How are you this Friday evening? Thank you for tuning in to my live stream. Please do like and subscribe. I need your support, and that would be great. Next, Mary Gildo. Well, I'm just going to say Meregid Gasper. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how are you? Please do like and subscribe as well. Thank you very much. I need your support as well. It is a beautiful, beautiful evening. I must say, I was so happy that the sun came out, guys, today. If you know me, if you know my channel, what it's about, you know I'm a nature fanatic. And I was so happy that the sun came out. Like, I'm still so happy that the sun came out. I'm still so happy. Um, it's just been a great Friday afternoon. My allergies was playing with me earlier today, folks. Earlier today, my allergies was playing around, but after a while, that my allergies calmed down. I don't know. I have no idea if the pollen rate is up. But I suffered with allergies all year long. That's why I have it's just I suffer with allergies all year long. That's why I drink herbal teas at night to help give me some relief with that. But those who know me know that yes, I am an allergy sufferer, but I don't complain about it. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I thank God that I am alive. I am going on this highway now. So what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Hello, TVJ. Hello, hello. I'm doing great. How are you? Please do like and subscribe. Please do like and subscribe. Justine Thomas, hello, hello. Please do like and subscribe. What are you getting into? What you doing? Well, folks, I'm always up to doing something cultural. So, what was it? Last Friday? Was it last Friday, Lord? Yeah. Last Friday, I was at an Asian, it was the Asian New Year, the Asian Lunar New Year, last Friday. So, no, I don't know if it was last Friday or the Friday before that. But anyway, I was at an Asian Lunar New Year party. So I'm up to finding what else cultural I can get myself into. And of course, it's all positive. Y'all know I stay positive. I keep it positive. I keep it clean. I don't keep it squeaky clean. But I keep it positive and I keep it clean. I can't say I'm squeaky clean. I can't say that. But yeah, so I am on this highway and it's not that much traffic as I thought it would be. Turns out it's not that bad today. I thought, I don't know. I thought I would be into some crazy traffic, some crazy evening traffic, but it's not that bad after all. It's not that bad. Hello, are you doing homework? Justine, Justine doing homework? College, high school, I don't know. And if college, you gotta tell me which college. Because if you look at my, you know what? I don't know if y'all seen this video yet. Some of you may have, some of you may have not. But I went to 4 colleges. So, if you are currently in college right now, please let me know the name of your college. I could probably tell you more about your school than you know about your school. Especially if it was one that I attended. So, yeah, you got to check my video out. Also, guys, I have 2 channels, 2 YouTube channels. There's one called Just Taya. It's just me. It's just all about me. This is like the overall entire family universal channel here. Okay. But Just Taya is just me. That channel is a very new channel. I just started it like 2 weeks ago, literally. So, if you want to see what's popping in exclusively and what I'm doing, check out Just Taya. Just Taya exclamation point. Just Taya exclamation point. Yeah. So, Red Eyes, how are you, Red Eyes? Oh no, I do not do that. I do not do that, Red Eyes. That was a good laugh. I needed that though. Brian Garcia, hello. Hello. How are you? Most people are usually eating dinner around this time. If you are eating dinner, you got to tell me what you are eating right now. Because you know I'm a nutritionist as well. So I want to see if you guys are eating healthy food. Do I hear some healthy menus? I want to hear some healthy menus. I want to hear some healthy food. Holla at me, your plate, your dinner plate. What's on your dinner plate? If you are eating, that is. If you are eating or about to eat. Hello, Slapperfish, hello. We are just talking about various topics, Slapperfish, just various topics. Currently, I'm wondering what everyone is eating, because this is usually a time where most people are either about to eat or they either are currently eating now. So I want to know what are you eating, because I would like to let everybody know that you have to eat healthy, fresh food, alive food. Alive. So, first subject I'm going to talk about is, of course, the herb of the day. Woohoo! Yes. So the herb of the day is bladderwrack. That's right, you heard me, bladderwrack. Now, I've talked about this herb numerous times before. If you go into my video, if you go into my channel, you will see I've talked about it. But bladderwrack is always something new that I'm finding out about this herb. This herb, as much as I've talked about it thus far, I recently found out that the bladderwrack herb is also good for sleeping. Isn't that weird? As much as the bladderwrack, okay, so for those who don't know, yes, I'm an herbalist as well. The bladderwrack herb is good for stabilizing your glucose level in your blood, as well as for the endocrine system. I don't know what's going on with these cards. As well as for the endocrine system. But I never heard them talk about that the bladderwrack herb was good for sleep up and until, of course, yes, I was watching Oprah Winfrey's podcast. Well, actually, watching and listening to Oprah Winfrey's podcast, and she happened to have a person on there, and you know, Oprah Winfrey is always into health and your whole mental being and everything like that. And the person who she had in there had on the podcast, he said that one of the herbs that he takes that help relaxes him is he take California poppy, and literally that's what it's called, California poppy, with bladderwrack. And I was like, now I know about California poppy. Yes, I know that as an extraction liquid, and yes, it is a very strong herb. And that, in other words, if you're having a problem going to sleep or winding down, you might want to invest in some California poppy. I don't know why they call it California poppy, but that's just what the name of it is. Anyway, is an extraction. I like the extraction liquid form. Mostly because you can dilute it with water and you can mix it with other things. Now, of course, you know, as a chemist before, I wouldn't encourage the mixing, okay? Because I don't I don't want no lawsuits. So I wouldn't encourage mixing it with anything. But you do want to dilute it with water, okay? Keep it by your bedside on your night table. You know, this is for those that are having problems sleeping, or sometimes people just need to wind down. You know, they had a long day at work, or, you know, or for me, sometimes I could work out like kind of hard sometimes. I don't mean to, but I love working out. And sometimes I can work out a little bit much, and next thing you know, I have a problem with trying to wind down. You know, it's like my cardio be up so high that sometimes I gotta like wind down, calm down. And I have to focus on my breathing, and I have to inhale and exhale just so I can be able to wind down to eventually a couple hours later go to sleep. So, if you are having a problem going to sleep, or maybe you want to have a more healthier, stronger sleep, oh my goodness. This race car just got behind me, y'all. Yes, I look at all three cameras. I look at all three mirrors all the time. That's why I have a 40-year clean driving record. And let's just say, okay, he went a different way. And let's just say, I do not underestimate people. No, I do not. I do not underestimate people. You don't know who is behind the wheel of a car. All you could do, look at this. I have tinted windows, folks, but, you know, of course, since, you know, the sun is up, you can still see around me. But, yeah, so, and it doesn't matter how big your vehicle is. It really doesn't matter. People do not care about how big your vehicle is, you know. At least not in Philadelphia, anyway. Maybe in other states they do, but not in Philadelphia. I still think that, you know, people say New York drivers are worse than Philly drivers. I don't know. I like to think Philly drivers are just as bad as New York drivers. I mean, that could be debatable. But anyway, for those who like my live stream, thank you so much for the likes. I need that. Woohoo! Need those likes to come in. I need those likes. So yeah, if you are having a problem and you need to sleep, you know, you need to wind down, sleep, invest in some California poppy. Yeah, I don't know why they call it that. But the actual plant, you know, that the herb come from is called the poppy plant. But I guess they added California to it, maybe because it's grown out in California, I suspect. But I don't really know. But anyway, you get that extraction, that liquid, dilute it, mix it with some warm water. Put it in a little water bottle. Put it by your nightstand before you go to bed. And let me tell you, sip on that while you watching some TV, and you will knock out. Like Chris Tucker said, you will be knocked out. Now, you got to give yourself time. You probably be knocked out. It takes a little time to get into the bloodstream, get work. You know, like Chris Tucker said, you will be knocked out. But it takes at least, now I'm going to be honest with you, it takes at least 20 to 30 minutes because it has to enter your bloodstream. It has to enter your bloodstream, you know. But anyway, but that's what California poppy mixed with bladderwrack does. Okay? All right. So, Level Up with Cruz. Hey, how are you? Kemar Green. Hello. Good to see you back. That's my Raising 3 in Philly fans. See, they coming through now. I told y'all. I said about 10 minutes. I was like, my faithful fans are going to come through. That's what's up. So anyway, yeah, that's good for that. So, did y'all hear about, you know, I don't talk much about celebrity news. I hardly ever do. But did you hear about the lady that was shooting at Rihanna's house, that just caught my attention. That was just so off. I mean, it was just so off. But like I tell people, mental illness is no joke. Mental illness is no joke. And it comes in various shapes and various forms. And I'm pretty sure everyone on this live stream knows somebody who you may call, be like, oh, they got a screw loose, or I'm just saying that's what the stereotypes, how they say. They be like, oh, the elevator don't go all the way to the top, or they say that person got a screw loose or whatever. But sometimes, for some people, there really is no screw loose. For some people, it may be further. They may have a mental illness, And this is not, and I repeat what I am about to say, this is not to, talk about mental illness in a comedic way. Mental illness is very serious. It's very serious. It costs lives every year. Every year, People do the word, and it's hard for me to say it, but the SUICIDE. They do it every year. And it's, it's sad. It's sad. But depression and mental illness is real. And I think, and what I notice is that it seems like after COVID happened, that's when it really started getting a little, how can I say, like more people was, having a hard time, which, understandable given the circumstances we were going through, with COVID and everything. But, back in 2019 and 2020. So, I say that to say this. If you know somebody or feel somebody is going through some kind of depression or mental illness, reach out to them. Reach out to your fellow person. If that person, some people, are a little aggressive, but if you feel like, you can reach out and touch and, talk to them. Some people just need somebody to talk to sometimes. It's not even all about going to a therapy or going to a therapist. Some people just need people to talk to. They need to be heard. There's a lot of people walking this planet right now. Now, I don't know why this car decided to do this. But there's a lot of people walking this planet right now that simply, I repeat, that simply need someone to talk to. And I know it sounds crazy. It sounds a little, weird. But it's true. It is true. And when you simply sit down and talk to that person and just, give them some positive feedback and say, hey, it's going to be better after a while. Hang in there, Trouble don't last always, You'll be surprised. You would be surprised how someone will be overcome sometimes just from you lending and helping ear. Just from you lending them your ear. Listening to what they got to say. It's so powerful. A lot of people are holding things in. That's what I see a lot of. A lot of people are holding things in. And at one point, I thought it was a female thing, but I think the men do it just as bad as the females, And that is like in expressing how they feel or, being honest, whatever it is, I'm not just talking about, just between the male and the female. I'm talking about relationship-wise, everything. Even in the way that they communicate with the Creator, with God, it's really begin to show. So that's why I say mental illness is no joke. Depression is no joke. If you see somebody, you feel like, they're mentally having a bad time, and that bad time may look like it's been a little too long that they've been like that, reach out to them. You know, you never know. You might be the one that helped them to overcome. You never know. You never know. That's all I'm saying. Am I asking you to be their psychologist? No. What I'm saying is that this lend a helping ear. That's all I'm saying. Okay? All right, let me see who's on the live stream. Who's live and now? Oh boy, it looks like that line is pretty long. Well, Jamaican food is very popular. A lot of people is getting Jamaican food right now. Jamaican food is popular. That's a very long line there. I'm going to be nice. Ooh, see, now I could be nice and let this car by, but not everybody behind me is going to be nice. So this person has to be extra careful. I don't think they plan on coming out, though, no time soon. They look like they're pretty comfortable in that spot. Oh, slow down, whoever that is in back of me. Oh my goodness. We're going over, we're going over speed bumps. Yep. Yes, the mayor just put more speed bumps in the streets of Philadelphia. The mayor just put more down. I hate to say it, but it was needed. Like, it's too much speed. This is a congested city. It's not as congested as New York, but it is congested. Let's see what's on here. Patty Jacks. So, do you know what's happening Sunday? Do you know what's happening Sunday at the Liacouras Center here in Philadelphia? Yes. New Edition, Toni Braxton, and Boyz II Men will be at the Liacouras Center this Sunday. Yes, I will be at that concert. Now, usually, I would be at church. But I actually got the tickets for this concert at Christmas, when Christmas passed. They were actually given to me from a loved one as a Christmas present. So I definitely can't turn down them tickets. So I am excited about that because who don't like New Edition? Who don't like Boyz II Men? Like, everybody I know love these two groups, okay? Now, I don't know how people may feel about Toni, but most people love New Edition and Boyz II Men. The only thing I wondered, though, I said, both of these groups, to me, don't have enough fast songs. So I wonder how they're going to do it song-wise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, most of the songs are slow that both of the groups have, So it's like, I wonder how they're going to do that. But, Boyz II Men might come out there and be like, Motown Philly back again. And then next thing you know, they're going to slow it down with their slow song. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I've always been a big fan of Boyz II Men for the simple fact that I met one of the people out of the group by accident years ago. And of course, they're from Philadelphia. They're from Philadelphia. So, of course, I'm a Boyz II Men fan. Of course I am. Our song, my high school song that we had to sing to, and this was our song, this was our graduation song, our senior class graduation song. You know, every high school, you have your senior class graduation song. Well, ours was, how can I say, well, I don't know. Well, the title is Say Goodbye to Yesterday, or How Can I Say Goodbye? And, you know, so that's what our song was. How Can I Say Goodbye to Yesterday? Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure if I'm saying the title of the song, but you know that song. How can I say goodbye to yesterday? Oh, that. Oh. They put their hands on. I'm like, okay. How can I say goodbye to yesterday? That was a slow song. And I'll take with me those memories. That was such a sad song. But you know what? I didn't really have that many friends in high school. So it's like, I really didn't. I was in my own shell. Did I go on my prom? Yeah, I went on my prom, but my mom wound up having us a Christian prom in addition to the prom that we was on. That's right, y'all heard me. My mom, she orchestrated a whole Christian prom. Like, as soon as we left from our high school prom, we went to our high school prom, right? Okay. After we took pictures, we left from our high school. It was time to get ready for our prom. And our prom was a Christianized prom. She had the best Christian quartet groups rocking. You know, it was at a hall. And then she had, of course, it was food like crazy. It was more than enough food. And you know, the food at your prom, at your high school prom, do not be good. That food be, But the food that we had, it was good. So, yes. Well, give the man a chance to... Wow, they won't even give tow truck drivers a chance to turn. I tell you. But anyway. Yeah, so... Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that concert Sunday. Anybody going to that concert? Anybody going to the concert? Are you going? Anybody going to the concert? Anybody going to the concert? Ooh, well. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so as you know, I write a lot of poetry. I write poems. So I had a fan, a Raisin 3 in Philly fan, once asked me, they said, "Do you memorize your poems?" And I said, some of them I do. Most of them I don't. My poems are pretty long, so I cannot memorize my entire poem, you know. But I can state one of my poems that I can remember that's pretty short poem. So I will do that, not now, but on my next live stream. On my next live stream, I will do it. Because I got to pick which one. You know, I write a lot of poetry, so I got to pick a good one for y'all. I want y'all to think. You're going to have to think about this poem as I recite it, you're going to have to think. Be like, what message is she trying to relay? You know? Okay, folks. Well, I thank you so much for your attention. I am almost at my destination. So I will be getting back with you guys. I know, another speed bump. I will be getting back with you guys pretty soon for another live stream. But for now, I have to go. But if no one hasn't told you, first of all, God is real. Number 2, God loves you. And number 3, of course, stay powerful. Be true to you. God bless you. Have a good evening. This is Raising 3 in Philly, coming at ya.